Hi, everyone. My name is Sonja. I am a part of the medical school at University of Michigan. And I started the organization Palestinian Empowerment Foundation in 2020. And since then, it has evolved a lot to a lot of different ways. So I kind of want to touch on a couple of things that I do. And then, as Imad mentioned, I will also talk about initiatives that we're working on together. So I kind of see my work as three different buckets. The first being actually working with and having conversations with administration on divestment. So I work with the undergraduate education as well as other graduate schools on engaging in those conversations about how our universities are actually supplying money that is going directly to Israel and committing war crimes. The second is redistribution of wealth. So I think that long-term systematic things are necessary to actually see change. But in the meantime, actually redistributing money is also crucial, which I will talk about in a little bit. And then the third is education. So engaging in conversations to let people know about the history as has several times it's been alluded to. This did not start on October 7th. This has been going on for many decades, since 1948. So actually engaging in those conversations about that. So the initiative that I'm working with Imad on, who is a part of UGMSI, as well as the Medical Students Justice in Palestine, a few of which are on this call today, which is a more national organization of different medical schools in the United States. We're working together on providing funds to medical students from Gaza who have been displaced outside of Gaza. So many of them no longer have access to financial support, which was coming from their families or their communities. And in the interim, they no longer are able to pay for basic necessities, rent, study supplies, all of those things. So right now we're working on an initiative of raising about $30,000 to provide a one-time stipend, which may be future stipends as well, to try to provide financial support to these students who have been displaced. And then in addition to that, we are also working on getting study supplies to students both within and outside of Gaza. So despite the continuation of the war, there are many students in Gaza that are still continuing their education. And so there's many different resources that we can provide them, like Boards and Beyond or Sketchy or Pathoma. So actually providing them resources to continue their education on that. So those are the two main things that I'm working with Imad on. And then a third thing outside of medical things is I think that education as a whole is really important for supporting change. So whether that be through medical education or in undergraduate studies. So I'm also leading a fundraiser. We have a scholarship with Birzeit University, which is one of the biggest universities in the West Bank, right outside of Ramallah. And we provide scholarships for undergraduate students. So last year we provided one scholarship to a student who was in computer engineering. And then this year we will be supporting 3 students. So making sure that I think that a lot of money goes towards people who have been displaced, but also making sure that we're recentering the conversation on supporting Palestinians outside of their identity as victims, which we're seeing all over the world right now. So yeah, those are some things that I have been working on with Imad and with the medical students justice in Palestine.